Hi, guys. Eric Pathy here at PickDogs.com for your overnight report for Sunday. Yeah, guys, you're going to have to wait a whole nother week. You're watching this video on February 2nd, 2225. You got to wait a whole nother week. Now we can say the countdown officially occurs. 7-day march to the Super Bowl for his 10-unit play. They're excited, Al.
I'm excited too. It's not often I have a 10-unit play on any day, but it's the biggest day of the year, so it should be fun. And maybe you never know. Maybe we'll have a 10-unit play the day before in college basketball.
There you go. So, guys, again, a lot of people are texting me or messaging me. You can see the phone number and the email on the site, on this video, excuse me. But I get a lot of questions. What's the difference? What's the difference? We're overlaying the ratings on top of the existing games. Plus, after 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, he cannot add games to pickdogs.com. Therefore, those late updates will be issued on Telegram Messenger. I had a client today that took advantage of the trial, 1,000 to get that 10-unit play for 7 days. So now it is officially 7 days. You can pay 1,000. You get that trial offer for 7 days today, starting on Sunday to next Sunday's play. One of your existing clients at pickdogs.com. He lives down under in Australia. So he sent me an email, eric@pickdogs.com. I got him set up. He paid the fee. And now he's overlaying those ratings on top. Because if you're already satisfied with the games that you're getting from Al on pickdogs.com, and I'm going to go off on my other laptop here. If I go to pickdogs.com, we haven't done this in a while. If I go to the home page, it will say Big Al McMordie under hot cappers, 917 and 703 plus 12,268 units. So therefore, you can get his record on the website. You can see each individual game if you're flat betting the games. But you're just going to overlay those ratings, and you're going to make a lot more money, especially when he's rating games from 1 units all the way up to 10 units. So like I say in every video, Al, lately it's just been a existing client festival in All Access where basically every single client that is joining is already getting the plays online. I actually didn't think that would have been the case, but the reason why I pointed out for you watching, if you're already getting Al's plays, take advantage of this All Access overlay. And then we haven't talked about this in a while, Al. They can also ask you about any additional games that you have. They message me. I flip it to you. You flip it back to me. We have a client, Nick R. He's been very successful. I think he's got a perfect record with. He hasn't asked in a while. I'm going to have to reach out and ask him why. But I believe you have a perfect record on every one he asked about.
Yeah, it's been pretty good. Pretty fortunate. I wonder how many people. I was just thinking as you were talking. I wonder how many people see our videos and then they want to join, but they say, well, let me first join at Pick Dogs.
Right.
Just to take a test drive. And then after they win at Pick Dogs, then they come over here. I wonder if that happens too. I mean, you're saying that everyone has been a Pick Dogs client, but I wonder how many people were not a client at all before they saw the videos, and then they join over at Pick Dogs first just to test the waters.
You know what? It's easy as me just asking next time one joins. I talk to these guys on the phone every day, so that's easy. I'll ask because again, a lot of people. What is unique is that you're adding to the existing product as opposed to it being a different product. Now it is a different product when you have those late updates after 11 a.m. and then you're adding games that you otherwise would not put at the website. And obviously, like I said, people ask and still ask, and everyone asked that took advantage of the trial. So we're going to say it one more time, guys. Do not buy points to the number Al issues. It's not, and I'm not, I used to make fun of clients, Al, but the reality is they don't know. They don't know how much it impacts their profit. So they join, they get on Telegram, and it's like all of a sudden wild line movement. And they're like, oh, I'll just buy to whatever Al put out. Do not.
Yeah, I got a call today. One of our plays today was a 6-star play on the Washington Wizards, plus the whatever it was,
right,
16 points.
Right.
Yeah, and so there was an injury situation on the other side, and injuries are random in the NBA. Half the time that major injury is going to be on your team, half the time that major injury is going to be on the other team. It's just a random, thing that you just have to live with. So today was Anthony Edwards, the star player for the Minnesota Timberwolves. The line goes from 16 down to 12. So I had a client call me. He's like, I was just waiting until the evening. I didn't bet it in the morning when I should have. He goes, that's my fault. He goes, but what do I do now? Do I buy it from 12 to 16? I'm like, no. I said, just take it at 12. I
Man.
said, it's just I told him, it's a good play from 11 higher. As long as my system was plus 11 or more, it's at 12, it's fine. Just make the play, so but yeah, clients, they think, oh, well, you put it out at 16, I need to get 16. No, you don't. You
Right.
just get the best number you can get, and it makes you want to bet early, so you do more often than not get the best number. But if you happen, but everyone has lives. If they're with their kids, at school or doing things, and they don't get around to it till later, just take the market number later.
Take the mark because you said earlier a couple of weeks ago it's about 3% of all the games that it impacts.
Yeah, I mean, it's such a rare. I mean, it's
Well,
an
as you
incredible,
know,
but
as you
yeah, but if you're buying half points on all, like if you've got 100 games, you're buying half points on all 100.
well,
Then
I
yeah,
tried.
it impacts three of them. You're a net loser.
I tried to call you on Friday because I wanted you to say hi to a new client. So say hi to Gwen in Maryland.
Hi, Gwen. What part of Maryland?
I'm not. I don't want to. But she's close enough that she drove and she met me and Costi at Starbucks. She was the lady that joined. She was laughing because she was basically saying that that prior Saturday she couldn't believe that she lost two games by half a point, the plus 15s, and then she was saying because we tell her not to buy points, she didn't, but normally she would have. And we sat there with a
But
pen
those
and
were
paper.
also the first two games that happened with since November. So
Exactly.
everyone remembers the ones that land.
Right.
Most don't. So
So, like I was telling her in person, is that the discipline of getting whatever number you have and just eating it. And I told her in person, we meet clients. We're gonna, and people keep messaging me, "Are you really going to be in Vegas for the celebration of life?" Yes, I really am. You can come up, you can say hi. It'll be determined with Al during that time of the year. But March 18th, I'll be out there. And like I said to her in person with Kasi, is that the juice will. It's hard enough to win. You don't want to add to the problem by incurring extra juice that you don't need to.
right.
And nobody will ever forget those two games ever on that Saturday just because you remember that. But you don't remember the other 97% of the games that it didn't matter.
Correct.
So, with that being said, I know you got a complimentary selection. What is it? Let's hear it.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, for Gwen, I used to live in Maryland. I used to live in Bethesda. I don't know what part of Maryland she's from,
Close to
but
Baltimore. Yeah.
close to Baltimore. Okay. Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, we're gonna look at the Dallas Mavericks Cleveland Cavaliers game. Currently on the overnight, Dallas is 12.5 point road underdog. Now the Mavericks come into this game off a 15-point loss to the Detroit Pistons. They're a 1 point underdog in the game, so they failed to cover that point spread by 14. But Detroit, they're really good if they're playing a 500 or better opponent, and the Mavericks are off a loss and they failed to cover in that defeat by more than 8 points. In that situation, Dallas is 158 and 72 with two pushes ATS. So I know Dallas is injury ravaged, but we're going to take the Mavericks plus a 12.5.
Mavericks plus the 12.5. Guys, reach out to me. You see the number on the screen, and you can always send me an email. 1 week. Do it today, Sunday. You get the countdown all the way to that 10-unit play on the Super Bowl. Good day and good luck.